Yeah, finding your seat. Even doing things like just kind of dry brushing the face, or if you have some nice oil and putting it across the face and the jawline, lightly touching the ears and the back of the neck and the cervical spine where it meets the base of the skull, just with your light touch, softening any tension there. Good. And then same way, just letting the hands come down and lightly touch the legs or the knees, wherever they want to rest. And then let the upper eyelid lightly fall on the lower eyelid. Everything about very light touches, light touch of the breath at the nostrils, not having to suck in deep breaths, but a gentle welcome. And then the very soft touch of the flesh of your legs or feet against the ground. So holding your body in the most delicate way. And with the eyes closed, just feeling now a softness in the internal organs, your heart and lungs, gently expanding and contracting, pumping. Your belly organs happily situated with a more gentle mind. And then bringing the awareness to the kidneys and the adrenals on top of the kidneys in the lower back region. And letting them be saturated by not just your focus of your prana here, but this very soft, quiet nature of your being. So that all the internal organs receive this very gentle signal of ease and calm before we begin. And then scanning any other parts of your outer body, inner body that may benefit from this very light, gentle awareness. It's like, there's some flowers that are very loud, boisterous, big. And if you just, especially since this road trip, along the side, there are these tiny, tiny wildflowers, just very sweet, not so in your face, but have a very gentle presence. So instead of letting the awareness be very strong, very light and open quality, that's still full of love. And then as you inhale, your palms can again feel that sensitive touch of the finger pads towards one another, touch of the air against the fingers and backs of the hands as a namaskar to prana. and a descent of the hands into Anjali Mudra, slight space between the two palms. Holding the light of your awareness, protecting it from the forces of the outside world. Om Ayurdehi Om Pranam Dehi Om Apanam Dehi Om Dhyanam Dehi Om Chakshur Dehi Om Shrotram Dehi Om Mano Dehi Om Vacham Dehi Om Atmanam Dehi Om Pratishtham Dehi Om Mam Dehi Om Mai Dehi Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Everywhere within you, everywhere around you, the vibration of Om, Om, Om. In every breath, there's Om. In every flower, there's Om. In every experience of life, there's Om. Gently letting the palms again lightly rest on the legs. Slight tilt of the chin downwards to connect the brain through the spinal cord into the rest of the body. See if today you can do Kapalbhati without so much physical force and more subtlety and gentleness, like a gentle parting of clouds away from the sun instead of a fierce wind that blows them away. I'll let you choose anywhere from 36 to 54 rounds as per your needs, or just breathing in Samavritti with Ujjayi. A slow establishment of a deeper breath. And then with your next inhalation, gently rising the mind up the spinal cord, holding at the soft palate. As you drop Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor lightly contracts into the body, and beginning forceful exhale, passive inhale. 36 to 54 rounds. Whenever it is that you are finished, coming back to Samavriti breathing, perhaps up and down the spine. Good. Meditating on that which is already within, the peace, the calm, the gentleness already within, nothing created from the external. So maybe there's an image in your mind that signifies that. In the yogic shastras, the scriptures, there are many images like the lotus flower, the flame, that represent the gentle sweeping air of consciousness, the Hiranyagarbha, the golden womb of the universe, protecting us as we go about our daily work in life. Even the negative experiences of life, still feeling the aura of the golden womb protecting and preserving us. It's like when the child is in the womb, the mother may go through both positive, negative, stressful, beautiful experiences, but the child is so protected. So feel yourself in that deep surrender of that Hiranyagarbha. And everything that we do, at least in this 40 minutes, is within that realm, within the vibrations of Om, the golden light of that universal womb. As you inhale now, gently flutter the eyes open. You can turn to the long edge of your mat. Good. As you exhale, gently bow forward. And then inhale, rise up, slide the hands behind you, stretch out the legs with the knees bent. And then again, fold forward. And then inhale, slide the hands back. You can bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Hands behind you, folding forward as you exhale, and just switching from long legs in Paschimottanasana, knees bent as much as you need, to bent knees, soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. Hands behind you all the time to facilitate the movement of your sacrum forward and back. Nice and easy. Exhaling to fold forward and inhaling to lean back. Right, getting the joints of the lower body as they connect into your pelvis a little bit more lubricated. And signaling to the body that it does not need to store everything, that some things can be now purged and released. Good. One more time. Good. Next time you come into Baddha Konasana, staying there, holding onto your left ankle. As you inhale, stretch out your right leg out to the right side, not straight out from it, but as far out as it'll go, and then just lightly bring the left leg in towards the body. Good. And then you'll inhale, take the arms out to the side, and just a very gentle side bend over to the right. Turning the head to the left. Good. Breathing into the side body. Sides of the ribs, and especially now the sides of the kidneys. Kidneys are filtration organs. So many of us, most of us in the modern era have weak kidney energy because there's so much to filter in this world. Inhale, coming back. Let's pull that right knee in and extend the left leg out. Taking the arms out to the sides as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, very light side bend over to the left side. Fixing your gaze across the bridge of the nose or up towards the eyebrow center. Very good. One more breath. Notice if samavriti in some postures becomes truncated, shortened. Inhaling, coming back to center, crossing both legs so the ankles will cross. Sukhasana. Breathing in, lifting the back of the neck and the crown of the head, and then breathing out, very light twist to the right side. You have a choice here, right? You can choose whether you want to use your hands to pull your way into the posture or just use the natural turning of your spine as a way to let the breath flow more easily down through the lungs into the rest of the internal organs. Good. And then inhaling, coming back through center, both palms on the kneecaps for a moment, grounding your mind into the body. And then as you exhale, turning to the left side. Twists, especially when we're feeling very tired or emotionally fatigued, can be beneficial. Good. And then inhaling, coming back to center. You'll roll over your shins as you're ready, or just step the feet to one side and then come to hands and knees. Rotations in Ganesh Mudra, tucking the toes behind you. And then beginning to circle the hips to the right and back as you breathe out, and to the left and forward as you breathe in. Again, don't go to your maximum. You don't have to go right to upward facing dog right away. You can gradually make your way there or not even find it today. Focus on this circumference that you are making, or that you're finding really through the rotation of your pelvis. Good. About 5 times in one direction, and then you'll switch, smoothing out any of the edges of that circle as you move towards the left and down and right and up. Smooth and easy breathing. Good. Last circle. And then as you breathe in, gently come forward, right, towards an upward facing dog, but not quite. Relax the tops of the feet, and then turn your upper body to gaze over the right shoulder, all the way down towards the right leg. Breathe here, one breath. And then inhale when you're ready, back to center. Drop the hips to the opposite side as you turn to the left. Gaze over the left shoulder towards that back leg or foot, whatever you can see. Good. And then one more time, over to the opposite side, back, and then over to the left again. Good. As you inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, let's take a long stretch of the side body in Balasana. Head down. Breath rate can be 1 to 1 to 1. So breathe in for 5. Hold for 5 in the kidney band region in the back of the body, and breathe out for 5. Good. And then as you're ready, you'll slowly come up to hands and knees. And then see if you can step forward into Malasana, a wide squat. So your right foot comes to the outside of your right fingers, your left foot comes to the outside of your left fingers, and you can sit the hips down onto a blanket, or just hovering above the ground as the hands come inside towards the center of the heart, palms together. And then drop the head down, lengthening that brainstem region. If this is difficult, you can always do the half squat, forearms on the thighs. 3 long breaths. Good. Now take the sides of the thumb knuckles and place them at the Agnya chakra, the surface of the third eye. And just let the mind calm, the manas aspect of the mind, that information processing aspect that's always seeking through the senses. Close the eyes. Good. One more breath. And then coming into a forward fold with wide feet. Turning the heels so that they're in line with the toes now as you fold forward. Feet are still about 2 feet apart. Looking back between your legs, bend the knees as much as you need to. Good. Now, fingertips towards or on the ground. If your fingers don't quite reach the ground, maybe you consider a block underneath the fingertips. Bend your right knee. Take the right fingertips anywhere on the ground, usually right below the shoulder is most comfortable. And then as you inhale, let's take the left arm up and all the way out to the left side. You don't have to force the hand over the shoulder on the left side. It can just be kind of at a 45-degree, 60-degree, whatever's comfortable and doesn't affect your samavriti breathing. Good. Open twist. As you exhale, left fingertips come down onto a block or onto the ground. Bend the left knee. As you breathe in, the right arm will come up. Again, don't pull the arm back. Remember the gentle nature of your being. That's why the goddess is represented in so many forms, sometimes gentle, sometimes creative, sometimes fearsome. Today we're taking the gentle version of Shakti, the power that animates our being. Exhale, release, bend your knees and gently roll up the spine, one vertebra at a time. Keep the feet wide. Good. Take the shoulders up and back, a few shoulder rolls. Start to feel where, especially in the joints, your tension, your stress accumulates. Good. And then let the arms swing lightly. We're going to move side to side, right? So the side to side motion, but specifically when we move to the opposite side, the back hand will lightly press against the back kidney, opposite kidney, right? So my mother always says this is a great way to assist kidney filtration, giving a light tap to the opposite kidney with your hand in a very small fist. Good. If you study yoga, you know that kidneys don't filter only physical matter, but experiences and emotions. Good. And then staying to one side, wrapping the arms around the body. I even like to have that back hand lightly pressing against the back kidney. And bringing my breath there. Good. And then inhale and exhale to the other side. Head and neck can follow. Breathing in and out. And then inhale back to center, right? Shake out the arms, wrists, and fingers. Right, knees are soft, and then let's cross across the body, right? Big arm swings across the body. It's actually the joints and glands movement that really help in the movement of prana, more so than the, so-called classical asanas. Those are more for deeper detoxification. But when energy is just not flowing, joints and glands is the way to go. Good. And then big arm swings as you inhale, take the arms up and then all the way around. Good. Right, moving not from the hands or even the shoulders, but the shoulder wings or your shoulder blades. One more. Good. And then relax, bring the feet together. Samastitihi Tadasana. Press down through the heel bones as you inhale. Take the arms out and up. Listen to Ujjayi. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up, arc the upper back, gaze up. And then separate the hands as you look down, breathing out, full Uttanasana. Good. Interlace the fingers, inhale, rising back up. We'll do this a few times. Arc the upper back, gaze up. Separate the hands, look down, exhale, Uttanasana. Hands hold the legs or in line with the toes. Good. Again, let's move at your own pace, please. About 5 times. So the way we move our body, whether it's side to side, up and down, really helps the brain process different things. So up and down movements, as we're doing, flexion, extension of the spine, help for emotional processing from the top of the brain to the bottom of the brain. Good. One more time. It's a science. Good. And the next time you come into Uttanasana, let's stay there. 3 breaths. You can hold the backs of your thighs or your shins, or cross the arms in front of your legs and hold on to opposite lower legs. Whatever feels most comforting and nourishing in a forward fold. Of course, joint soft is always recommended. Good. Just feel prana moving from the brain stem to the crown of the head, through the entire brain. Good. Creating that communication from the top to the bottom, bottom to the top. Next time you exhale, let's take a deep bend in the knees, Utkatasana, your version of palms on the ground or fingertips on the ground. Round the upper back, drop the head. Good. And then inhale, hands will press, lightly lift the chest, and then step back into your Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. Long legs, long arms, long spine. Make sure your chin is drawing in slightly so that you connect your tailbone to the base of your skull. Any lift of the head will create a break in the communication of the spine. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, exhale, bend your knees, hop or step through to Utkatasana and then kick out the legs in Dandasana. Yeah. Dandasana, let's take a deep bend of the knees. Toes are pointing up. So I like to feel enough bend in the knees where my upper thighs are touching my lower abdomen. So you can feel that connection. Inhale. Let's take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers. Press up, arc the upper back. And then as you exhale, forward fold so that the upper body comes close to the thighs. More of that touch. Inhale to rise. Arc the upper back, press the heel bones and the sitting bones down at the same time. And now as you exhale, coming forward, separating the arms, sliding them underneath your thighs, holding opposite wrists, lower arms or elbows, whatever feels most comfortable, and then dropping the head towards the knees. Some of you, the head will be on the knees, doesn't matter. If your mind is especially active, it would be helpful for the head to contact something. So you might take a blanket or a block and place it on your the lower part of your thighs and let the head rest on it. Good. With the wrap of your arms, feeling the wrap of your whole body, right? Lower body and upper body fully connected. Samavriti breathing. 2 words, Vishamavriti. If Samavriti is even and calm, then you can begin to lengthen your exhalations. And if the body gives a little bit, then you can slide the heels forward, lengthening the backs of the knees more as you wish. Any version of a restorative Paschimottanasana as you wish. But it can be very upright as well. Good. See if you can start to lengthen your exhalations. Emptying, emptying, emptying completely. Usually we visualize the emptying of to the bottom tips of the lungs, but today I really want you to feel the prana assisting the emptying and the filtration of the kidneys to the bottom tips of the kidneys. It's in the back of your body. Five more breaths. And 5 more breaths does not mean that there's just a natural softening that occurs, that it just becomes more and more relaxing. You come up upon layers, rocky layers, cement layers, pulverized sand. There's all sorts of things that are happening as you stay longer in the posture, and it becomes more a mudra, an energetic seal that starts to change the flow of prana from its normal day-to-day activities into a yogic purpose of purification. Gentleness is in our approach, not the sensations. Good. Yeah, some of you have come up, so when you're ready to rise, you can rise slowly. Coming to Dandasana for a breath, not doing anything. And then I'd like you to feel in your own body what a nice counterpose to the action you just did might feel like. You can lay on your back, you can do upward facing table, just a counterpose that the body would really enjoy to the longer head held forward fold. And then once you've done that, coming to a seated posture. Take your time, give you a minute or so to move through that whole process. Set up your meditation seat with love and care. Even smooth out your clothes. Your time. Like you're entering into a temple. In India, when you enter into a temple, you can't just rush in. You have to, put your shoes to the side. You have to get your offerings. There's a whole procedure of your entry. Your eyes don't feel ready to close yet. Again, taking that light touch of your fingertips to the face before the eyes close. Today we'll practice Nadi Shodhanam, Samantrika Nadi Shodhanam, mantra-based alternate nostril breathing. Mantra will be very simple, Om. So bringing your dominant hand into Vishnu Mudra, Mrigi Mudra. Let's slide the shoulder blades down the back as the back of the neck extends lightly. And then just feel all the contact points of your body lightly touching. Hands on thighs or knees, legs against ground, upper eyelid on lower eyelid, etc. No more ujjayi. I'll lead a 4-to-8 ratio, or 4, 4, 8. 4 on the inhale, 4 to hold, repeating the mantra Om, and 8 to exhale. If you need to adjust the ratio, you'll do so on your own. Let's take a breath in, soft touch of the breath in through the nostrils. And as you breathe out, let's bring the hand to the face in the mudra. Close the right nostril. Inhale left for 4, 2, 3, 4. Lightly hold, repeating Om 4 times. Om, 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 Om. Exhale right. 8 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right for 4. Hold. Om, 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 Om. Exhale left. 8. Or up to 8. 7, 8. Inhale left. Holding Om Japa, Om recitation. Exhale right. 7, 8. Inhale right. Om Japa. Exhale left. That's 2 rounds. Just continue on your own, please. Following this U shape of the breath, upside down U shape, up through the left, down through the right, up through the right, down. Changing the ratio now to best suit your needs. Whenever it is that you hold the breath in Om, bring the awareness from the surface of the nostrils deep into either the middle of the head or the middle of the heart. 。 Instead of thinking when the pranayama will end, just let yourself be in this flow of awareness up and down through the nostrils. into the more eternal space. As you are doing Nadi Shodhanam, you're sitting in the Hiranyagarbha, the golden womb, golden egg. And then the next time you breathe out through the left will be the last round. Feeling the miracle that is Nadi Shodhanam, balance of Ida and Pingala. Letting the mind now come lightly towards the eyebrow center, feeling, sensing, or seeing the full moon, Buddha Purnima, the full moon in which the Buddha was enlightened. And that night was not an easy night, the night before the enlightenment. That night, Mara, or the manifestation of all of our kleshas, came to the Buddha in the form of lust, greed, insecurity, doubt, fear, to try to shake the Buddha from his unwavering seat underneath the Bodhi tree. And that manifestation known as Mara comes to us many, many times, maybe several times throughout the day, to shake us from the knowing of this protection that we are in. And when the Buddha did attain enlightenment, the whole world shook. Thunder, all the birds singing, all the flowers that were buds bloomed across the universe in recognition of this great feat. And the Buddha touched the earth in Bhumi Sparsha Mudra, asking the earth to witness his enlightenment. As we touch the ground with our legs folded or feet on the earth, asking the earth to witness our sadhana. These are mini moments of the same very act that the Buddha did in that night of enlightenment. They're really no different. An act of courage, gentleness, acceptance within ourselves. We actually choose to face our kleshas and samskaras whenever we sit down in our sadhana. We make that choice. And that requires tremendous awareness. So within all of us, the Buddha nature exists. Not something for others, but for each one of us. It is possible. And from the light of the full moon in the head, casting its glow now through the whole body, through the center of the heart extending in its four directions towards the front, infinite Maitri, infinite loving kindness. Towards the back, infinite karuna, compassion. And towards the sides, infinite mudita, sympathetic joy. And upeksha, equanimity. And in these last few moments of our collective sadhana, wishing well for all beings, indiscriminate, all beings. All beings suffer, all beings feel pain, all beings feel fear. May they all come out of their suffering. All beings feel taking a deeper breath now. You can even touch the fingertips to the earth. Bhumi sparsha, touching the earth as a witness to your sankalpa, your volition, your strong will that all beings be free. As you inhale, the palms can come together in Anjali Mudra. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. As you exhale, surrendering your body to Mother Earth, even to refuge in the triple gem, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, taking refuge in the qualities of enlightenment, Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami, in the qualities of the teachings of enlightenment, and Sangam Sharanam Gacchami, in the support of spiritual Sangha community. As you inhale, coming to rise. Gently, if you'd like to, rubbing the palms and placing the heat of the palms in towards the eyes, letting the weight of the head come down into the hands. Idam namama, none of this is mine. A temporary home for my consciousness. May I take care of it to the best of my ability. And slowly blinking the eyes open and coming back. Happy Buddha Purnima, everyone. Take good care.